sacred ground. You are heard right now. Your voice matters. This is sacred ground. You are heard right here, right here, right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of You Are Heard podcast, where your voice matters. I have an amazing episode today, and I have a phenomenal woman with me here today. I'm so excited. So excited. I have Dr. Crystal here, who is a chiropractor, but not only is she a chiropractor, she has an amazing line called Viv Essential.
Yes.
And girl, I'm excited for us to talk about how you're healing the world, not only with your chiropractic care, but with your skin line.
Yay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So Crystal,
Yes.
what made you decide? Because first you started off as being a chiropractor. You were known as Dr. Crystal, the chiropractor. What made you decide, let me go on ahead and make a skincare line?
Oh. So if I be completely transparent, I did not want to create a skincare line. But my husband, sometimes you have to have the village around you. And he saw how, the greatness of the products I was making.
Right.
So backdrop, I started creating my products because of a skin issue that myself and my children had, which is eczema. So we tried every product, at that time, that was in 2018. My children were little babies, and it was just really frustrating as a mother to not have a resolution for my children. So I started to go in the lab. I started formulating, I started making butters. Then it started with the lotions, the washes, and that's when we started to see the changes, just having those plant-based ingredients. And it wasn't until 2023 that my husband was like, yeah, you see, this worked for you. There's so many people out there that's dealing with the same issue. We got to help the world. So I said, okay. It took some fighting, but
But you did it. You surrendered and you did it.
I did it, yeah.
And
the best decision.
I'm so glad that you did it, because if those of you that are watching this and you're looking at my skin and you're like, Aniola, your skin looks amazing. Trust and believe I'm using Viv Essential body butter. Okay? Viv Essential body butter, trust and believe it.
Yes.
Her products are so good. It's to the point, I love your body washes.
Oh, thank you.
Because I remember one day I ran out of her body wash.
You had to cheat on me?
I had to cheat on you.
Oh,
and I
gosh.
instantly noticed the difference. Instantly. So I can vouch for her products. Her products are amazing.
Thank you.
And and another thing too, because I don't necessarily have eczema issues.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that I know that have used your product that do have eczema issue.
Yeah.
And your products has helped in assisting them with that.
Absolutely.
And I can only imagine the stories that you hear of how much you've helped people with their eczema issue.
Oh, yeah.
What's one of your most amazing stories?
Oh, I think it will have to be, I guess it will have to be my first one. First customer who, her son, he had this inflammatory issue with his skin. And she tried everything and nothing worked. And within a week, it cleared. And when it's like you know the products work.
Right.
But when you get that testament, it's like, oh my gosh. And every time, it's the same thing every time. Every time I get a testimonial, it's just, it touches my heart. I love it.
It brings you joy.
Absolutely.
It brings you joy.
It's not in vain.
And who would have thought? Because you're still healing the world. Like, you were healing the world by being a chiropractor. Right? But then who would have even imagined that, man, I'm actually also healing through skincare, because that's really the biggest organ.
It is.
On your body.
The organ of the body, absolutely.
That's the first thing that people see. And you help aid in the process of people being seen with healthy, beautiful skin.
And helping you live comfortably in your skin. That's our tagline. Live comfortably in your skin.
And what made you decide to choose that tagline?
Because, you know, having eczema, I had patches that was like over in my neck area.
Right.
And, you know, some people are ignorant to it and they'll come up to you and be like, what's that on your neck? What's that? So you really don't feel comfortable in your skin. But with our products, we're helping you restore and heal your skin so that you can live comfortably in your skin.
Where do you even find the time to do all of this? Because you're Dr. Crystal, the chiropractor.
Yes.
Dr. Crystal, the amazing entrepreneur with this beautiful skincare line called Viv Essential. You mentioned a husband. You mentioned your kids, children. And I know you have like moms, aunts, uncles. Like, how do you even manage all of that?
By the grace of God, that's all I can say. I just move.
Right.
I just move. I know that I have purpose. I know that I'm a mother, a wife, a doctor, a CEO, a daughter. I just move.
You just move. And what gives you like that strength and courage? Because I know a lot of times we be moving, we be going. But it's like for me, when I witness you, it's like you're on focus mode. And like, what gives you that courage to say, okay, I can move one more step. Move one more step. Like, what's that?
The joy of the Lord is my strength. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Yeah. And I love that. I love that for you. So not only do you have this amazing skincare product, I also know you as a chiropractor.
Yes.
And there were so many things in having conversations because we homegirls.
Yes.
Okay. We're not, we're homegirls. And there was something that you mentioned because I've witnessed you in your element and being a chiropractor. There's certain things, because I remember I first told you, ooh, girl, I want to get my back cracked.
Ooh, blasphemy. Blasphemy.
You corrected me immediately.
Absolutely, because I only crack eggs. I do not crack backs. You got to understand the power of an adjustment. I understand that there's lack of education. So a lot of people, you know, I get in that car accident, my back hurts. I'm going to go to the chiropractor. No, what we're dealing with is the most important part of your body. It's the computer system, your nervous system.
Right.
So the alignments help take that pressure off your nervous system because the bones move because of the trauma that we carry in our body. Every day there's a form of trauma. The traumas are your physical trauma, I'm sitting down, cell phone, right? Or just that micro traumas that we go through every day. There's the emotional trauma, which we're used to. I'm stressed out. And then there's the chemical trauma, the things that we're eating, medications, that all the different things that we're putting within our body that affects our nervous system. And so those bones shift out of place and put pressure on the bone. And that nerve could be, you know, the nerve branches off and it goes to every part of your body.
Right.
So imagine that nerve that goes over to the heart. Not saying that your heart isn't working, but that complete message isn't fully there. So when we do the alignment, we're taking that pressure off. So there's that reset in your nervous system. Your brain and body's able to connect and communicate better. And that's where the healing occurs. So it's deeper than, there's no cracking. There's aligning.
And you know, it's so interesting because, and I like that way better.
Yes.
Because sometimes we'll see these crazy videos. These people will have the rope around people's necks, pulling them in. And I'm like, that's not what Dr. Crystal do.
Absolutely not. You couldn't pay me. That's not even taught in school. Like,
right. And it's
not when I was in school.
But it's very dangerous though. When you look at it, it's very dangerous. I remember too, there was also a moment when you mentioned, because as you're doing an adjustment and you're aligning the traumas that people hold on to.
Absolutely.
Because people will assume, okay, the only reason why I got to go to a chiropractor is, I got into an accident. Let me go to a chiropractor. But we store a lot of stress in our body, which is causing us to not really be aligned properly. So if someone were to like, besides them being in an accident, what are some reasons for people to go to the chiropractor? Why is it beneficial?
Why do we brush our teeth?
Mm.
Right? There's hygiene. It's for hygiene. This is your spinal hygiene. This is the reset that your body needs. There's no reason. You don't have to go just because I have this. It's not about being reactive. It's about being proactive with your health.
Right.
So I need to take care of this is taking care of your entire body because it's your nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to tune up. I want to make sure that I am walking in this full optimal wellness that my body is designed to be walking in. Let me go to the chiropractor. Now, do we have people who come in with symptomatology? Absolutely. Like, my favorite niche, I love working with mommies and babies. So, like babies, I've had babies who have lack of sleep, babies who had colic, babies who are just frustrated, and a baby can't fully communicate as to what's going on with them.
Right.
But that cry is letting you know that something's going on, and taking that pressure there off. I've seen so many miracles.
Ooh.
Love it.
I love that because not a lot of people know that babies can get adjustments too.
Absolutely. And adjustments are not like how an adult adjustment. And there's so many different ways, so many different techniques of aligning a bone. But it's just that contact, right? It's kind of like the same amount of pressure that you're using when you're checking the freshness of a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Holding contact.
Like that.
Yeah.
Because babies need alignment too, y'all. Like,
Absolutely.
when the babies pop up in the world, they don't mean, because I can only imagine they're in that womb for so long.
Exactly. And that's why, yeah. And everything, the mommy and the baby are connected. So as you're stressed out, the baby's feeling that stress as well. And as I mentioned before, stress in itself is a contributor to the bones being misaligned. So that baby, that just vaginal birth or even cesarean birth, that's trauma on mommy and baby. So they both need to get that reset. So as soon as there's no dead or no cutoff, right? As soon as the baby comes out of the womb, baby can get an alignment. Yeah, I did it with my children.
I love that. Remember that time we had so everyone, guess what? When you think of an earache, because I didn't know this, because as a kid, I used to think if I had an earache, I don't know where it came from. I just wanted it to go away. And I remember I was talking to you about it, and you mentioned how your daughter had an earache, and you said, "Oh, you just need an alignment." And when you and she at first she was hesitant.
Of course, I say of course because my daughter is afraid of adjustments. I don't know why, but she's afraid of them. She's just super cautious. She wants to know everything. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, hold on. She has to be in control. So it's more of that rather than, it's not the adjustment itself. But every time after she gets her adjustment, she's like, thank you.
Yeah. And then your son, he's the chiropractor.
He's the chiro baby.
Oh, like, mommy,
can I please have an adjustment? Please.
But it's really good that he's able to value that, because as I'm hearing you speak, when you talk about adjustment, like it's necessary, just as important as you brushing your teeth.
Absolutely.
To me, it's like, okay, when we think about getting ourselves aligned, that's a part of our self-care. That is a part of our self-care.
Yes.
Because a lot of us are going to jobs, doing things on an everyday basis, but we never make time for ourselves. And then our body reacts to that. Yeah. And we think it's something else, when in reality, what you really need is an alignment.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not crazy, but it's like, it's so simple, but we make it so hard.
Yeah.
And I hope any of you that's watching this today, go on ahead and book you a consultation and get your back aligned.
Aligned.
Not cracks.
Not cracked.
Because the only thing...
Crack is cheap, crack is wet. That's what Houston said.
You're right. What Whitney said again?
Crack is cheap. Crack is wet.
Okay. So we're not cracking over here.
No.
We're aligning.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of like aligning, because for me, you know me, I'm all about mind, body, and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so important for the people that I interview here to like for the world to know, what does it look like to live within your purpose. And just me seeing you even with the skincare line, because you do so many amazing things.
Aww.
But I want to get back to the skincare line because you're very big on self-love.
Yes.
And in today's world, especially with social media, we have this image, we have this look that we have to try to portray.
Mm-hmm.
AI, this, everything just seems to look just too perfect.
Yeah.
And then with everything looking too perfect, we think there's a flaw within us.
Mm-hmm.
And I kid you not, I practice when I put on the body butter.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is your body butter good, but I put on the body butter and I remind myself to talk nicely to myself when I put on the body butter. And I actually got that from you. So I don't put on self-care product like, okay, let me rush. Like, I say it with intention.
Yes.
So what led you to do that movement?
It actually started when I tried to plant and grow a lemon tree. Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing a video, and they're saying like plants, they have that energy. They have energy. They're living organisms. They are. And the importance of speaking to the plant. And so I included my children in it and had them speaking. We were speaking beautiful things over the plant, and the plant was just growing beautifully. And I thought about it, and I'm like, what about my skin? Right. What about me? Mm-hmm. You know, when life and death lies in the power of the tongue, so it's important to speak life, choose life, right, and speak it over yourself. So I just started it one day, and the way that I felt after I did the Skinfessional, that's what I call it, my Skinfessionals, I just felt like I could conquer the world. So it was something else that I was like, I want to share this with women. I've done quite a few Skinfessionals with women, and you can see in their body when they sit down for the Skinfessional, and when they're finished with the Skinfessional, it's like there's this glow over them, just a natural glow.
Right. Yeah. And it's like it's like an element of reminding, like for women to like remember that, girl, you are made just right.
You are. Every stretch mark, every scar is a part of the journey. It reminds you of the victories you've overcome. Whether it was something that was traumatic, as you're healing, you're getting through it. Like this was the journey, and this is you.
I love that. And you also do it because I know you also do body butter workshops.
Absolutely. Yeah, I learn on workshops. I love it because I'm a natural teacher. I just love educating. So I love the workshops because you start to learn more about your skin. Right. You learn, oh, this ingredient is good for my skin because my skin tells me if I'm oily, that means that something is I need to balance it with the oil that helps and soothes that. Mm-hmm. So it's that, and it's so much fun too. It's a total vibe. I love it.
I love it because everyone, there's someone, we know her, Dr. Carla.
Yeah.
Okay. She's your realtor plug. If you need a realtor, Dr. Carla. But she's talked about how amazing that body butter class was. Aww. And she still be rocking it because she'll put a little shimmer in her body butter. And she still be rocking the body butter, and she loved the affirmation. She just loved the entire experience.
Yes.
You know?
That's what it is. It's an experience. Mm-hmm. It's that experience of self-care, self-love. You whipping it and making your own customized body butter. You're learning what's good for your skin.
Right.
And you having a good time at the same time.
I know. And I just love that you're doing these workshops. Mm-hmm. You're educating the community, but not only that, you also have like a Facebook community. Mm-hmm. And I love that too because your products you have so many different lines that are like good for the skin.
Yeah.
But people that are facing like eczema issues,
Mm-hmm.
you have really, really honed in on that and trying to teach them and educate them on that journey.
Mhm.
Because yes, I can assist you with the topical portion of it, which is important, but also the inside.
Internal
Yes.
health is important. Gut health and skin health, they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But with eczema is tricky though. It's
Mm-hmm.
tricky. So it's gut, it's stress. There's like so many different triggers. There's environmental triggers. as
People don't
well.
think about that, how the environment. See, that's why people like to say there's no such thing as like the climate changing or global warming or whatever names it's switching to. It is real.
Yeah, because the sun that's outside was not the sun that I grew up with. This sun is not.
We were able to play for hours
Yeah.
and not even feel dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like we go out 5 minutes,
Ooh.
we ready
Out
to
of breath.
fight.
What a water. Where's the water?
And so that does play a role, and you try to educate your community on that. What's the best way for people to like pretty much be a part of that community? Because for those of you that are like watching this for the first time and you're like, oh, okay, she knows information about chiropractic, like she's a chiropractor, but then she also has a skincare line. She's created a community especially for the skincare line. So what's the best way for them to reach you in terms of like building that community for the skincare?
Oh yeah, on Facebook. So we have the our Facebook group is called the Skin Confidence Collective. And so you just search the page out. There's a questionnaire because we want to make sure we don't have any scammers coming in the group. And then you get your acceptance and you're in the group.
Yes. You all definitely sign up because I was one of the first people. Okay. Let me tell you something. My skin is not glowing like this for no reason. Okay. This is Black owned, woman owned. This is amazing. I'm like I'm extremely supportive. But you can also purchase her products. So like where can people go to purchase the products? And we actually have the products here. Let me, we have so many different.
This is just one line.
Yes, one line.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our daily use line. So we have our washes, we have our body butters, we have our oils. There's another product. We have our lotions too.
Right.
But you can purchase on our website vivbody.com.
You heard that? vivbody.com. And the Instagram.
Yes, and our Instagram is Viv Essentials with the S Skincare.
I love her Instagram. When you go on the Instagram,
I love it.
Listen, especially that last reel that you posted.
Oh, the scary post.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You need to run over to that Instagram and take a look at it because it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you want amazing skincare products, definitely get the Viv Essentials line. It's perfect. If you know anybody that's dealing with skincare issues, especially with eczema, and they just don't know, like they've been trying for years, they've been taking steroids, and it's just like, it's just exhausting.
Yeah.
Please give her products a try. It is amazing.
Yes. And if you're tired of going to the stores and not really finding the product that works for you, you just want products that you know for sure have all plant-based and no chemicals in it, this is for you.
Yes. Now, Viv, we could go on and on and on, but I just want to thank you so much for living within your purpose, being obedient. Like at first, it's like, okay, I'm doing this skincare for my family, but then it grew into something so much more bigger where it was outside of your family. Thank you for healing the world with your product. Thank you for healing the world with your chiropractic care. And thank you for being an amazing friend.
Oh, thank you, friend.
You're welcome. Thank you. So that is our episode today for You Are Heard podcast. And once again, remember, healing starts with being heard. If you are inspired, please give us a follow and make sure you follow my girl Viv Essential.
Bye.